Okay, so from what we can tell, cylinder 3 is not lighting up, so this is for... Welcome and welcome back. I'm BK. This is my cartoon life. Over the last several days, we've been trying to get our AW11 MR2 running. I've had a few people in the comments reaching out to me saying that we need to check the fuel pump and the fuel filter. Those are wonderful ideas, and I greatly appreciate you reaching out. We will diagnose the fuel system, but after we know that the spark system is working. With our minimal testing, we've decided that we have spark to all of our cylinders. So what we're gonna do is test each cylinder and see if we are getting spark to each of them. Okay, I just disconnected all the cylinders and we're gonna just test cylinder 2 now. It's bright, so it's hard to tell, but cylinder 2 does light up. Okay, so either cylinder 3 and 4 aren't firing or there's something wrong with our test. So let's check cylinder 1 again. So clearly it's just that cylinder 3 and 4 aren't firing. So it looks like we're gonna need a distributor cap, a rotor, and spark plug. So we'll be racking up a little bit of a bill, which means we're gonna need to increase our work hours. Before we go work, I'm going to show you where we're at on the suspension. Okay, here maybe we can see. Let's wait for the plane to go away. So this lower control arm goes here, right? And then a ball joint goes here and fastens onto the knuckle. My issue is we need to refurbish this knuckle. It's crusty and needs love. The problem is, to do that, we have to remove the axle. I guess looking at it, we don't need to separate the transmission. We can separate it from here. Before we get the new ball joints, and before we get the new, I guess this is a sway bar, I don't know what this is called, which comes with the ball joint, we want to refurbish the knuckles. So, but it's easier to get the axle nut off when the car's on the ground. So we might work on this. Yeah, we might get the knuckles out in the next day while we wait for the rotors, refurbish those. Sick. Now we got a plan, and I'm gonna go out in the world, try to earn some monies. I'm getting excited. I really think this MR2 is gonna start. It seems like it wanted to yesterday, but it didn't have everything, and it didn't. 2 of the cylinders are not firing. She's checking out the car. You gotta sit here though. Greenberg, no, there's nowhere to go. You gotta sit here. We need to make that dogged seat. Sit. Definitely need the dogged seat. Let's just go ahead and put this right here. Just kidding. Made it back to HQ. Alright, I was just perusing Prime MR2, and we need a few things. So I'm happy that we have been able to diagnose that 2 of our cylinders are not getting spark. That's very promising. So we need to get this, and then we also want to get the rotor, distributor rotor with it too. A $43 fix, not too bad. Okay, so and we also need this here, which is the tie rod pair and rear ball joints. We need 2 of those. I'm going to be able to order this right now, and we're still working towards this set here, but we won't need this for a little while because we still need to pull off the knuckles, refurbish those before we even need the ball joints. So we could, but I want to buy these together so we can save on shipping costs. Yeah. So Not 12 Listen was, he has been working on AW11s for a long time and has 40 plus years of experience. So he gave us quite a lot of information ahead of time. And one of the things that they mentioned was we want Denso everything for wires, plugs. They're more consistent and have a greater advantage benefit than, and making sure we're running the Toyota. Okay, so that's, we'll worry about that later. But so we already have the Denso wires, so I don't want to order new wires, but we want to get these plugs, $20 a set. So I just want to make sure that I keep my hours up, but we're also consistently working on the cars because I need to move soon as well. So we need a lot of things to line up in a kind of short window. I think we're progressing at a decent pace. While we're waiting for parts, I'm also going to be looking for a motorcycle shop to do the inspection of our R3. Thanks for hanging out with me. Today we diagnosed our no start issue on our AW11 MR2. Found out that 2 of the spark plugs are not firing. Stay tuned to see if we get it fixed. Have you ever overcome a time where it felt like you were spinning a bunch of plates? If so, let me know. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow.